Hey everybody, this is Brenda at KBW Bargains. Almost forgot my own business. Anyway, I was at the Goodwill bins this past Wednesday, Wednesday, and I picked up some great items that I wanted to share with you. But first, I wanted to share some numbers with you. So when I was at the Goodwill bins, I picked up 39 items that I can resell, and I only had to throw one item back in the donation because I overlooked a spot. But I got it for $47.20, which gives me a cost of goods of $1.21 per item. And that's just where I want to be at the Goodwill bins, anywhere from $1.20 to $1.75. Now I did pick up quite a few summer items, light button up hiking shirts and pants. And I did pick up some board shorts. I can't let those sit at the Goodwill bins when they're in such good condition. My table is getting a little wobbly. And so that what brought my cost down a little bit because I was able to get more items per pound. Because that's at the Goodwill bins. Everybody knows you pay per pound. So I wanted to share some unique items or some items I think are going to do really well on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And the first one, if you're not familiar with her, if you can't know what this is Laurel Birch. And she does a great artwork on cats. I can spot it from a far distance. And this was left in the bins that had been already picked through. I couldn't believe it. So it's made out of canvas. There is someone I looked up the comps that are made out of tapestry. This is definitely canvas, not tapestry. And when I looked it up for a large Laurel Birch tote bag with cats, I came up with the price between $17 and $44. And there was one exactly like mine because there are so many different kind of cat art that she does. This one sold for $25, and I was really happy with that. Now this has just some unique features that I wanted to point out. So it's got the braided handle, which is in excellent condition. This has no flaws on it. I looked it over really, really closely, and I couldn't find anything. And the other item, the great detail is, I don't know if you can see that, it is a kitty cat for a toggle on the zipper. And then on the inside, there is an inside zipped pouch with another artwork piece on there. But the detail is amazing. And of course, she's got her name right there and the name right down here at the bottom. But the detail is amazing. And I just love her artwork that she does on pottery, and she does on cups and purses and bags. It's just amazing. So if you see her, Laurel Birch, she does an amazing work. So check those comps. Next up is Dakine. I love Dakine. Whoops, there went my microphone. Dakine. I love picking up anything that has Dakine on it, whether it be apparel or if it would be bags, backpacks, purses. I pick them up. They've always done well for me. I can't keep them for very long. The longest I think I've had one sit has been 3 months. But this is a large messenger bag with the crossbody strap, and so I can't find anything wrong with it. Again, it's in really good condition. It's amazing what you can find at the Goodwill bins. I'm always surprised every time I go. But this I'll probably list for about $35 plus shipping. So Dakine, if you find it, buy low and sell it high, because that's what you can do with that. So this is Woolrich. I pick up Woolrich for a lot of things, especially heavy flannel shirts for the wintertime, because they're great items and they go fast for me. They sell well. So this is a heavy cotton shooting shirt is what they call it, because there is usually a quilted extra padding on one side of the chest for where they hold, I would assume, their rifle. And then there's an extra thick on the sleeves, and it's a button up, but it's a heavier cotton. And that goes anywhere from, let me scoot up, anywhere from $25 to $45. I'll list mine for $29 plus shipping, and that shouldn't sit very long. I haven't come across them here lately, when I did come across them, I picked them up, and I usually picked them up around this type of year, especially for hunting season, and they don't last very long in my store. The next item is a cycling shirt. I love cycling apparel, whether it be pants, coats, shorts, the bibs. I find them, I pick them up, and if they're in really good condition. And this is a women's short sleeve, and most of them are made out of polyester, but this one will go for $14 to $30. We're coming towards the end of the cycling season, so I'm going to list this a little bit lower at $19 plus shipping. If it had been in the spring, I probably would have listed that closer to $30. Now the next item is a head cover for your golf club, and I had picked these up when I first started reselling, and they don't take up much room. They were Callaway, most of the other brands that I was familiar with, and they would go anywhere from $10 to $15. And it doesn't take up much space, and when it was golf season, spring and summer, they went pretty fast. We're coming towards the end of the season, close to fall and winter, but I picked it up anyway because it has Nike on there, of course. And this is a VRS covert. And when I got home, because I didn't even bother looking up comps, I just threw it in my basket. But I got home, $16 to $35 is what they sold for. And so I'll list mine for $25. I'm really happy with that. And it's in really good condition. I just wish I had the other. I think there was 3 or 4 that you can buy in a set. I would have loved to have found those. Next item. Now this one I thought was going to do better. It is a Wilson suede and leather. You can see it right there, suede and leather hat. And I thought this was a captain's hat, which it could be a captain's. There was a few that listed captain in their title, but the majority said newsboy or cabbie, which I can also see. But I was surprised because this is a medium, and it is vintage. It's made in Korea. I thought it would go more, but it went sold for $16 to $29. So I'll list mine for $24 to start off with. It's just in really good condition. It's amazing, when you go there and you think, oh, that'll sell for a lot, but you look at the comps, and not so much. That's why it's important to look at those comps to check them out, see what's the sell through and what is the price of the listing and what's the price of the actual sold. Because people can list whatever they want, but what's sold is what's important for when you're pricing your item. Next up is, I've never heard of this brand, but I was drawn to them because they are cool. They are a Vionic Pro Avery metallic slip-on, and if you get closer, it changes color. I'm memorized by it. Is that the word? I just can't stop looking at them. And they are slip-on shoes. Now, Vionic seems to be a good brand, but the ones that were metallic went from $24 to $40. And I don't go into what's the condition, if there's any flaws, but these have no flaws. I looked everywhere. The only thing I can see, and if you look at the bottom, perfect. The only way I can tell if they've been used is by this one mark right here, which I can just pick out of there. But other than that, the insoles are in great condition, no wear on them that I can see. There's no scuffing on the outside. They're in really good condition. So I'll be listing mine probably for about $35 because I have offers on all my items. So we'll see how they go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, so these are the items that I wanted to share with you for you guys to be looking for when you're out and about, or if you see them, look up those comps. All right, see you next time.